Greetings, everybody. There's a piano here. Can you hear that? Can you see my... Welcome, Tracy. The land of Oz. So a little song. Last part's like, can't remember. Hey, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be there. It's so important to recognize both our independence and our interdependence, which is founded in, I know it's dark, I'm going to get it set up here in just a second, which is founded in our welcome, Anya. When you're entering, you can share where you are, where you're coming from, who you are. We're going to get into who we are in just a moment. Trying to find a good spot for the... This was a little bit more spontaneous today. Oh, I'll just hold it like this. So this sense of independence and interdependence, you know, this sense of feeling whole in yourself, feeling complete in yourself, feeling that you are the love that you've always sought. The deepest sense of peace lies inside you. The greatest sense of freedom lies within you. The greatest sense of empowerment lies inside you. You are the essence of the divine. You are the essence of God. You are the essence of magic. You are the essence of the miracle of life. You are the essence of all that is sacred. You are the essence of all that is beautiful. You are the essence of the creative life force. You are the essence of the essence. You are beyond the beyond of any beyond, and include all that is. And from this realization of who we really are, what we really are, of recognizing, greetings, Pete from Norway. I still haven't been there yet. Gotten close a few times. There's been some retreats that have been talked about me doing there, but they haven't quite manifested yet. So I'd love to be out there soon and sharing with the community there. So you recognize what you really are, and then you bring that into the world of duality, the world of form, the relative world. And you're then able to share love in its truest sense, in its from the depths of who you are, from the source point, from the still point of who we really are, and have that amplified back to you in the masculine and feminine polarity, in the polarity of all the different expressions this essence expresses itself through. All the different unique forms and sizes and shapes and personalities and characters. And that's the interdependence. So that is the aspect where I can't do it all myself. I can't do it all myself. You know? So on this primary level, hey, good to see everybody. William, Allegra, Good to see everybody. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. It's a lot more boring without you, I have to say. And it's a lot more fun with you. Interdependence. Interdependence. So there's a sense of fulfillment in oneself. There's a sense of love that resides inside oneself that's recognized and realized, a sense of inner peace and freedom and empowerment. And in these unique expressions and personality types and characters, there's aspects of the one that I can only receive in that unique frequency through you. You know, through your perspective, through your perception, through the way you see things, through the way you feel things, through the experiences you've had from the culture you're from the challenges you faced. So there's this great paradox of like feeling complete in yourself, and in that healthiness, that fulfillment of feeling complete and fulfilling yourself, being able to ask for help, being able to ask for support. Like, that's actually the deepest form of empowerment, is being able to ask help from another. To lean on me when you're not strong. To lean on each other. You know, we long for, we're wired for, we're designed for community. And in the Western world, we've really lost that. And we're in this evolutionary period now of bringing that in from a new perspective, from a new awakening of consciousness. What I call the unified resonant field, where the hearts, the electromagnetic frequency of the hearts are entrained, and we realize that we're exponentially more powerful together. You know, and the online technological advances have been a great way to connect with like-hearted people around the world, which is what we're doing here. You know, we have a community here. And to bring it into the 3D is even more beautiful, which is what we do with the retreats and the spaces, the gatherings that we create to come together in person, which there is one on New Year's, coming up on New Year's, by the way. You'll see the link down below. So, to come into communion from a place of wholeness, from a place of awakening, from a place of realization of who you really are, not from codependency, not from the way so many of the pop songs and pop movies and romance novels of, oh, I need you, I just can't live without you, it's like, there's something that's deeper, more profound, more magical, more miraculous, more beautiful, when you recognize this love of who and what you really are. You truly are. That's the essence of who and what you truly are. And you're able to feel it reflected back to you everywhere. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, everything you see, everything you smell, everything you hear, everything you touch, everything you taste. It's all love. It's all love. Now, when I say it's all love, what I really mean is it's all exactly as it is. It's all exactly as it is. It's no different than it was before, except that you love it. That you love it. Loving what is. Loving what's here, loving what's now, because this is what's here, this is what's now. So it's not important the emotion that arises, the feeling that arises, the sensation that arises, the experience that arises. What's important is to be fully engaged in the play of life, here and now. To be fully engaged in the play of life, here and now. So it can be challenging, it can be difficult. The truth is, that's what makes it more fun. It's a little bit challenging, a little bit difficult when you're learning, when you're growing, when you're expanding, when you're evolving in your consciousness, when you're fully engaged with your whole heart, every cell of your being, all of your energy, all of your life force, all of your attention, all of your awareness is being fully, wholly, completely given to this moment. You feel so alive. It doesn't matter what the nature of the experience is. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the nature of the experience is. What matters is that you're giving yourself to it fully, now. That's all that matters. That's love. That's love. That's what love really is. So if it's a man or a woman that you're giving yourself to them wholly, fully, completely, authentically, every cell of your being, in this moment, right now. And you're like a clear, open channel for the life force, the vitality, the intelligence to move through you unfettered, without resistance, in this moment. Right now. And that can look like sadness, it can look like happiness, it can look like joy, it can look like sex, it can look like sensuality, it can look like being really quiet and still, it can look like being contemplative, it can look like being in a creative flow of art, and it can look like tremendous life force, it can look alive, it can look sleepy, it can look like so many different things. We don't even know what it's going to look like until it expresses itself in this moment. That's what feels so alive and passionate and inspired and at peace at the same time. So what I want to articulate, the message here, is that it's not about knowing, it's about unknowing. It's not about knowing, it's about unknowing. It's not about knowing yourself, it's about unknowing yourself. And the message also is, it's actually very easy to unknow yourself. And it's difficult to know yourself. So, how do you unknow yourself? How do I unknow myself? How do we unknow ourselves? It's so simple. It's aligning with the truth. It's aligning with the truth. All we're ever wanting to do here is align with the truth. All we're ever interested in here is aligning with the truth. That's all this whole series, all it's about for me is exploring the truth together. Exploring what's real together. Exploring what's genuine together. Exploring the truth of each moment together. So, I guarantee you, yet I invite you to discover for yourself, don't take my word for it, that if you really, sincerely, genuinely, with all of your energy, explore the question of wanting to know yourself, who are you? You will discover, and you can do this right now, you can look and ask yourself just really sincerely, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who are you? What is that tree out there? There's a tree there, see? What is that tree? Who is that tree? Who am I? foundational question is, who am I? And if you look really genuinely, sincerely, what you'll discover is you have no idea. I have no idea who I am. I have no idea who I am. And I have no idea who you are. Not from a place of confusion, not from a place of lack of clarity, from a place of complete clarity, from a place of the highest intelligence. So we're totally and completely clear that we don't know who we are. I'm totally and completely clear that I don't know who I am. That I have no idea who I am, and I have no idea who you are. So, in having no idea who I am and having no idea who you are, the mind is quiet. The mind is quiet. And this is not, when you get to the deepest layer of this, layers, let's say the deepest essence of this, this is not religious, this is not spiritual, this is not philosophical, this is just the truth. You're just aligning with the truth. Think of it like a scientist, right? You're just aligning with the deepest depth of the truth. That I have no idea who I am, and I have no idea who you are, and I have no idea about anything that I'm looking at. I have no idea what I'm seeing, I have no idea what I'm hearing, I have no idea what I'm experiencing, what I'm smelling, what I'm tasting. I have no idea. That's the truth. That's the reality. Sometimes the word that's used is mystic. He's a mystic, she's a mystic. Right? He's like embracing this unknowing. So when you open to this deepest layer of genuine truth and essence of not knowing who I am, who you are, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, what you're looking at, the mind goes quiet. The mind goes quiet. So all of you ask me, how do I quiet my mind? I have all these thoughts and anxieties and beliefs. Talking to my son earlier today, he's very upset because he might not get into college, the particular college he wants. But how does he know he won't get into it? How does he know he will? The mind goes quiet. When you embrace that you don't know, and you embrace the truth that you don't know if you're going to get into college in 2 years. You don't even know what's going to happen next week. You don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't even know what's going to happen in 5 seconds. You don't even know what's going to happen in 1 second. You don't even know what's happening now. When you can embrace that truth and live in that truth, the not knowing, the unknowing is a quiet mind. A mind that doesn't know is a mind that's quiet. A mind that doesn't know is a mind that's quiet. But it's not a mind that's dumb. And it's not a mind that lacks intelligence. In fact, it's the highest, most intelligent, sharpest mind there is. Because in the not knowing, I'm now paying really close attention. I'm present. In the not knowing, I'm present. There's a sense of immense curiosity. There's a sense of immense wonder. There's a sense of immense engagement. And it's powerful. This presence is powerful. This presence is healing. This presence is transformative. And this presence doesn't come from knowing. It doesn't come from understanding. It doesn't even come from realizing. It doesn't come from anything. It's not causal. It's beyond cause and effect. It's not linear. It comes from resting and opening. These are just words. Aligning with the truth. The truth of who we really are. And resting in that. And the mind is a beautiful tool. But the mind will never tell us who we really are. It's like the eyeball trying to see itself. I've been saying that I was going to come on around 12 p.m. Eastern, that I was going to trying to give people a time when to look for me and engage live here. So getting closer. It was close to 12 p.m. Eastern today, and it was close to 12 p.m. Eastern last time. And we do every Wednesday. We do the Secret Glow, which is an hour-long session with people engaging Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And that's been really beautiful. So you can always find us there. It's always so fun to talk about the timeless and then be like, hey, and 12 o'clock, I'll be here. There's so much beautiful paradox in the absolute and the relative. And as we awaken in consciousness more and more, it's really about integration. It's about integrating all these seemingly disparate aspects of ourselves, these disparate aspects of the universe, of the world, and embracing. So it becomes then, as we awaken and integrate, it becomes totally possible to be in the timeless now and talk about meaning at 12 p.m. Eastern. You know, there's a time like kind of earlier in the journey where that seems like really difficult, and when people are in that space, they have real difficulty showing up for things. They have real difficulty with the linear world, you know, difficulty following through on their word, difficulty being accountable. But as we awaken and integrate these different aspects of ourselves, these different components of ourselves, we're able to navigate the world of time and space, and coming from a place of accountability and responsibility and follow through and discipline. Better from the space of presence. And that's really beautiful, is to open up to this awakened consciousness that transcends completely the world of form and time and space, and bring this awakened consciousness into the world of time and space and form to create and imbue it with greater sense of love and creativity and magic and beauty. Freedom. And that's really why we're here. There's, in this awakening of consciousness, and this awakening, this realizing who we really are, there's, by the way, I see Liz Cox chiming in here, and we're doing a satsang series. Speaking of time, We're doing a satsang series November 30th. Yeah, Liz, that's the first night, 3 consecutive nights in Asheville, North Carolina. If you want to join us, or maybe if you're local, or maybe you're just so inspired you want to fly in on your private jet and come in, or take a public flight and join us for 3 consecutive Thursday nights, and we'll be doing more beyond that as well. Those are just to get things warmed up, and we're excited about that. So just a chance to really open up in a field of 3D presence to this unified resonant field, and it's so amazing when you open a group of people and you share that together. It's really, really special, and we've done it many times, and we keep taking it higher and higher, and it's beautiful to share it together. And if by some chance you can't fly in or take a helicopter in or teleport in, then we may Facebook Live it. So look for that as well. So, oh yeah, we're here. Why are we here? So we wake into this consciousness that transcends time and space and form. And then there's that transcendence of like being beyond all that is, right? Beyond recognizing and knowing yourself that even if the universe blew up, if the earth blew up, you still exist, right? Even if everything disappeared, you still exist. The essence of who you are, of who we are, is unshakable, irrefutable, infinite. So to know that and rest in that and anchor in that realization, that truth, is incredibly liberating. To realize who you are beyond the identification with the story, the attachment identification with the story. That's kind of like the first level, so to speak. And then there's the second level, which is to express it in the world of form, the world of time, the world of space. And we're just on the very cusp of that as human beings right now. We're just on the cusp of opening to the potential there, and it's really exciting to be opening to that space together. So you realize who you really are, which transcends form, and then we are able to play, to create as the hands of God, so to speak, metaphorically speaking, in the world of form. And just create a world that's more and more amazing. So it's interesting. I was thinking about this last night. There was a phase in my life where I was very, very inspired by, and still am, by Eckhart Tolle. He was such a great reflection for me, such a great mirror for me of everything I was discovered to be true. Right? Just so pure in that awakening that's being expressed through him. And now I'm feeling great inspiration from Elon Musk, and the stuff that he's creating in the world, and the way he's shifting the world and changing the world, and the way he dreams so big and thinks so big, like things that people wouldn't even think of, like wouldn't even think are possible. Not only does he think they're possible, but he actually turns them into reality. He brings the dream into being more and more and more. And I was thinking about that last night. It's like, wow, how did I go from Eckhart Tolle to Elon Musk? But it's actually it's a perfect progression. It's a perfect progression from what I'm talking about, from what I'm pointing at. And there's no doubt in my mind that the people that are manifesting really amazing, beautiful, positive shifts shifts in this world on a mass level, they have some degree of realizing the infinite potential of who they are. There's no way that they could be doing it otherwise. So they might not talk in spiritual terms, they might not talk in religious terms, but there's a depth of awakening there that allows that kind of creative energy on a mass level to come through, to flow through. So the unconscious limiting belief systems become transcended the one that we wake up to who we really are. And we're living in a field of not knowing, of unknowing means, and this is like actually a really important point that I haven't spoken yet here. The not knowing, the unknowing of who you really are. Who am I? Who am I? That not knowing, I don't know, the unknowing is the quiet mind, but it's also a field of unlimited potentiality. When I don't know, it means anything is possible. It means now I can create anything. Unlimited. I'm unlimited in my potential. As I rest in the space of unknowing, as I rest in the space of not knowing, I'm unlimited in my potential. And we're all unlimited in our potential. But because we think we know so much about ourselves over time, we get this limiting belief and that limiting belief and this limiting belief about ourselves, and we're creating a sort of prison that we're putting ourselves in this little box of who we are and what we are and what's possible and what's not possible. So much of what I'm doing, whether it's personal, private coaching sessions online, or the retreats, or this avenue here, or the writing, is inviting people, inviting you, inviting whoever is listening, receiving, inviting all of us to awaken to the infinite potential of who we really are that transcends any and all limiting belief system. So it's where self-actualization and self-realization become one and the same, intertwined. When you realize who you really are, it also creates a field of unlimited potential of actualization in this world. Anyone have any questions? I gotta rest my arm. There's unlimited potential in my arm. It needs to be freed. I'll scroll through the comments quick. Thank you, Tracy. Excited to co-create with you, as always, Liz. Very excited. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome, Kelly. Gisela, welcome. Danielle, Jane, Tracy, Jacqueline, Angelique, William, Debbie, Rose, Fahim Khan. Welcome, sir. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Pamela, thank you all so much for being here. It's a Saturday. I don't usually come on Saturday, but I like it. Feels good. It is good. Appreciate. Love you all so much. Thank you for being here. We can keep the conversation going in the comments. I really feel like I'm at a stage in my life right now where it's not so much about me anymore. I've had so many, I'm going to talk more about this in the next video in a more extended way, but I've had just so many experiences, so many amazing experiences, and I explored so much of what I wanted to explore and experienced so much of what I wanted to experience, and done so much and seen so much, and I've heard so much, and it's not so much about me anymore. You know, more and more it's just about being of service, being available, recognizing that I'm a part of this human consciousness. I'm a part of this human species. And we're not doing so well right now, you know, and people need support, and they need healing, and they want transformation, they want answers, and they want wisdom. And so I'm more and more, it's more about me being available to support you. That's more what I'm feeling just available for now. So always feel free to write and ask questions and things you want me to discuss or subjects. And thanks for being here. See you in the next now.